already know just where I be, dog. I ain't being cocky, but Philly what I'm reppin'. Watch me check it like it's hockey. I ain't tryna get it twisted. If you get it, then you got me. If you with it, cool. If not, I'll treat you like a Tamagotchi. I'ma let you down point. Yeah, I never disappoint.
What's going on, guys? JHoyt back with you today. Welcome back to episode number 11 of the Seattle Attack franchise mode. If you guys remember, in last episode, we had a big offseason. Not only do we have a big offseason, we got a lot of new acquisitions. You know, we changed around our team a bunch. We acquired some key pieces that we desperately needed. And now we're here in the regular season. We're ready to go. We have a captain now on your screen. Kevin Shattenkirk leading the way on the back end. Deserved the captaincy there. But I'm excited. I mean, we got the new team. We got a couple of very, very key pieces. And I am very excited. So in the preseason, I believe we went 4-2-1, if I remember correctly. Or 3-2-1, or 3-3-1, or something. Something kind of average or above average. Not really too incredible, but I guess we'll figure it out as we go on. So let's find a spot in December. Let's go to after that Nashville game, December 22nd, and see where it goes from there. Actually, no. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to go a month at a time here. So in case we actually want to change anything, we can. So let's go to about November 12th, just right in the middle of a couple of games, and see how we do. Starting off strong with a loss. Now, we changed around some strategies as well as, the lines and everything else. Owner, yep, he wanted us to win the home opener. Apparently couldn't do that. Started out 0-3. Not very good. However, they are pretty close games. I mean, 3-2, 1-goal loss. 4-3, 1-goal loss. 4-2, okay, 2-goal loss. So we're at least keeping it close right now. We are definitely keeping it close. And we tie it right back up, 4-4. So that's good to see from us. You know, I was hoping for a better start this year. Our AHL team is on a good start as usual. I mean, if we could, I don't know what they're doing. Apparently, we have the best AHL head coach or something in the game. Because no matter what they do down there, no matter how much I change that team, they're still just dominating. I mean, they still have a good goaltender down there. They have pretty good defense. I mean, they have all 70-plus defense. I'm pretty sure all 70-plus offense as well. I don't remember exactly. There might be one guy under 60, or under 70, I should say. But, okay. So, first month, we went 8-7. Not terrible. But let's go ahead. Let's take a quick little look. Right? We have to take a little bit of a look. Look who's leading the way. We got 16 points to our name right now in 15 games. So, that's not horrible. We're sitting mid-division. But this is why I gave this guy the captaincy. Look at this. 13 points leading the way. So, we're doing pretty well. I mean, Richie, again, this is so weird, I'll call it. It is so weird how a player like him will perform so well. Because he's playing the third line, remember. The third line. So, that's good to see. I mean, nothing really, I don't want centerman. But nothing really stands out to where I want to make any changes. I mean, Turris and Spooner are first line. Richie's in the third line, so he's doing pretty well. But Captain's on the first line, I believe. Lindholm's on the second line. Horvat's on our second line. Dvorak's on our second line. And then it's like third line, fourth line, fourth line, fourth line, third line. So it's like Dzingel isn't doing too much, but you know what? We're still doing pretty well. And then look at this. I mean, sheesh. I mean, what else can you possibly do? Now, this is what I was worried about with Elanco in the lineup. I wonder if we could send him down. Because, honestly, I wanted to see if he would perform. But if he's going to be playing third line up in the NHL, then maybe it'd be better for him to start out in the AHL. But unfortunately, with his contract and with his, or I shouldn't say with his contract, with his age, I don't know if he can actually play in the AHL. I didn't really change anything other than putting Elanco on our second line. He was on our third line playing with Brendan Smith, but now he's on the second line playing with Alex Martinez. So that's the only change I wanted to make. I mean, our goaltenders are doing fine. I think this is the first time ever we've gone positive in the first month. So I'm excited. I mean, if we can consistently do this, I'll be happy. I will say I would like a few more wins and losses, So at least towards the end of the season, we could possibly make the wild card. But either way, let's go another month into December. Like I said, December 22nd is that goal. Let's see how our team can do. Our AHL team's doing fine. 10-5 down there. Now 11-5. No matter what they're doing down there, we need to hire that head coach for up here or something, because we're struggling. But either way, 10-7-1 going along here. Like I said, I'm really excited how our team's going so far. I've updated your goals based on your current status of the team. I will let you about. Okay, whatever. Let's go look at it here. So we failed the regular season opener. So 85%. We still haven't done that. We'll have to fix that, I guess, in the off season. I want us to make the round 1 of the playoffs. So I guess we're going from a rebuilding team to a playoff team if we can get there. But that's all up to the guys on the ice. We can only control so much from the front office. Being a GM, being the president of the organization, the founder of the organization, we can only do so much. We could change the team a million times, but if the team on the ice does not perform, then that's on them. It's not on us. But either way, 14-13-1, still keeping that, I guess, winning record until that game. So hopefully we can go on a little bit of a stretch here, win a couple of these games. We're playing 3 straight home games, it looks like. So if we can get 3 wins here out of this next week, that would be crucial for or at least our stats, let alone our record. How can we do here? So we lose the first one, got a promotion night. We lose the second one. Please don't lose the third one. Okay, we won the third one. If we can get a win against Nashville, no, okay. So 15-18-1. That's not horrible, but it's also not very good. Now, like I showed you at the beginning, our team isn't the best, but it's still good enough to where it should be able to perform, at least in the NHL. But let's go see what's happening as far as stats go, standings go. What are we struggling with? What's happening to make us lose right now? So we're at the stats now. So far, nothing really sticks out, at all, right? I mean, Spooner and Turris, top 2. I mean, you're probably going to see that. Lindholm is up there, so that's good. He made his resurgence a little bit. Pajot, though, outperforming Bo Horvat on the second line. I did not expect to see that one, but I guess Richie's doing pretty well, given his own right. Dzingel's doing well. Dvorak is starting to frustrate me to the point where I almost want to trade him, because we got him with so much poise to grow into his potential, right? Top 6. I think he was, 21 or 22 when we got him, and he just hasn't done anything for us, right? We need more of an established guy there, I feel like, because, he's just not performing well with us. His role is a third-line scoring forward, I guess I'll call it, but Dzingel is listed as the third-line checking, so it's like, how does that make sense? So what do I do with Dvorak? Then I guess you could leave that down in the comment section below. What would you do with Dvorak if he wasn't performing this well? First thought is to either move him down a line, maybe move Dzingel up. That could be an option, at least for temporary purposes. They're not doing horribly, but it's still just like he's not really performing. There is a guy on the trade block, which I don't know if we can actually get him now since it's after December 1st. Actually, yeah, we won't be able to get him this year, but we can at least make a trade for someone else if we really wanted to. Again, we're not going to do anything in this episode. We're just going to kind of look and see what's happening. But Dvorak's starting to frustrate me. Do we try to trade him for another guy at Arizona? Maybe, who else on the team? Ryder and Keller and Domi. Maybe one of those guys could potentially fit with us. I don't really know. But he's starting to frustrate me. He's been in the back of my mind a little bit to what am I going to do with him. But then our fourth line, they're doing fine down there. They're doing what they're expected to do. Defense, we know Shattenkirk's leading the way, but we're not getting much help behind him. And I know we have one, I think, is it Martinez on the power play? Or is it Polka? I don't remember. But someone else is on the power play. And whoever that is clearly not doing their job as far as a quarterbacking power play like Shattenkirk is. So I don't know what we're going to do there. Goaltenders, Corpusello. not doing too hot. I mean, he's got a decent save percentage and a decent goals against. I would like it to be higher. Leonard seems to be there, but with the overall, it's going to play Corpus a little more. I wish I could kind of set games that they would go into, but you know what? I don't really know what I'm going to do there. Maybe almost like going in and switching for each game would be kind of difficult because I'd have to do it for both AHL and NHL. So I don't really want to do that, but you know what, let's check the standings. Maybe our special teams or maybe, you know, a certain thing really stands out of what's happening that we're doing wrong. So now to the standings. We sit 26th, and it's all too familiar for us to be at the bottom of the scoreboard. But, you know, let's go through it, see what's happening. So 15 wins, 18 losses, 15, 18, and 1. I mean, whatever. Goals for, I mean, we are placed 26, so let's see where we are there. Bottom 6 in the league, so that's someplace we can improve on. Again, if we get someone to replace Dvorak, or if he actually starts scoring, potentially we could fill that spot and get some more goal scoring in there. But 78, that's not good at all. Goals for per game, we are probably at the bottom. Yep, bottom 5. Okay, goals against. Okay, so we're not horrible there. So at least we have semi-decent defense. Or no, that's really good. Yeah, because that'd be the other way. Okay. Yeah, no, actually, we're not allowing a lot of goals this year. So we improved there. How about goals against per game? What are we at? 2.6. So again, we're doing well there. So we're not scoring enough is what I can see so far. Power play goals. We have 18. So that's in like the bottom 10. Top has 37. So that's basically double what we have. So power play could be an issue. Let's see what is our percent. We're 14.3. Okay, so I guess that could be a reason. I mean, we looked at the stats for at least Shattenkirk, and he was doing well, but our second pair, whoever is quarterback in that, was not doing well at all there. 2 shorthanded goals against. You hate to see that. Penalty kill percentage. Okay. Where are we? We're 3rd. Okay. So it looks like scoring, power play, or scoring and the power play are 2 of our things that definitely need to be improved. No shorthanded goals. We're 9-9 at home. We're 6-9-1 on the road, and we're 2-8 in the last 10. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably try to figure out why our power play is failing, and then see if I can possibly work out a trade. Because here's what I'm thinking. This is their current lineup right now as it sits. If I were to change it to how they're performing, essentially it'd be Dvorak and Horvat move to the 3rd line in exchange for Pajot and Dzingel. And then with Richie, I think he was performing like 2nd best or something when we last checked. However, I don't really want to do that, strictly for the fact that I want Horvat to develop with these 2, essentially, and try to make this line work. However, we need more goal scoring, right? We have Spooner and Turris dominating, right? They have a goal scorer and captain with them. Then we have Horvat and Lindholm down here as the more playmakers. And then we have Dvorak, who's not scoring. So again, he is kind of the problem on this line. However, if I swap him with Dzingel, he's got 13 points. Also, I mean, that's only 3 more points than Dvorak, but it's the same amount of goals. So that's kind of my big issue right now. So I do want to try to upgrade Dvorak. I do have a trade in mind that could possibly work. I still have to work it out, obviously. We're not going to do it in this episode, but potentially in between episodes, I might try to do something. But then the other thing is our defense. And we're going to go see what our power play is and what we could possibly do to change that. But right now, Alanko, as much as I want to keep him around this year, he's just not really doing well in any sense. So my idea is probably, because we cannot send him down to the AHL, he is too young, which really sucks. But my idea is either to call up someone from the AHL and send Alanko back to the juniors and just ride that out, or try to acquire somebody to fill this top 4 spot and hopefully find someone that could actually benefit our team later on. So Alanko is our future right-handed defenseman, no question about it. But for right now, this season, if we want to save it, then we're going to need to upgrade that position for at least this year. So is it a 1-year deal we could possibly get? I don't really know. But Polka, not really doing too much either. I'm going to try to trade Polka, essentially, and try to get another person for this spot. Only because, like I said, these two aren't really doing anything this year. Alanko is the guy of the future. The experiment this year did not really work. I probably should have waited and, or I should say only went, was it 9 games or 8 games or something like that, where it doesn't burn his contract. But, you know, we're far past that right now. So my in-between episode homework is going to be trying to find 1, potentially 2 guys to play, 1 in our top 4, 1 in our third line. If we can't trade Polka, then we'll just keep him around and he can do whatever. But the other upgrading spot I want to do is try to get someone better than Dvorak. And if we have to trade Dvorak to get that person, then that's what we'll have to do. But for right now, we need more goals. We need a better power play. That's the other thing I wanted to check really quick. So you look at our second power play. I guess you could also look at Dvorak since he's not scoring. But also Martinez. He doesn't have a single point on the power play this year. So potential have to put someone else there. I don't really know. Or at least swap it around or change up the strategy or do something. But this just isn't working on this line. And I don't really know what else to do. Potentially we could just switch him up to the first line. Even though Dvorak's not performing, potentially that could shake him out of his groove. I don't really know. But our power play as a whole isn't working. So something has to change. And you know what that's going to be, I don't really know yet. But I guess we're going to figure that in between episodes. But like I said, there's going to be some changes probably, at least as far as lines go. As far as trades, I'm going to try to work out something that makes sense. But no promises. But we are going to do that next episode no matter what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you did enjoy, hit the like button down below. We have been growing like crazy recently. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button. And make sure to check out the playlist at the end of the video, the NHL one and the specific franchise mode episodes. But this is it for this episode. We'll see you next time.
I want you forever, even when we're not together. Scars on my body so I can take you wherever. Like, I want you forever, even when we're not together. Scars on my body, I can look at you and never